Is the Aam Aadmi Party, despite its recent success, in a state of meltdown just a few weeks after it came to power in a massive display of support at the Ramlila grounds? From open dissidence, public protests to ham-handed handling of sensitive situations, has the Aam Aadmi Party ended its honeymoon period with its voters?
Law Minister Somnath Bharti arguing with the police last night, asking them to arrest people his team alleged were involved in a drug and sex racket.
मैं सच बात बता रहा हूँ, आप जाकर के वहाँ पे रेड करिए वहाँ पे ड्रग चल रहा है, वेश्यावृत्ति चल रहा है वहाँ पे, रेड करिए जाकर के वहाँ पे।
आप आएंगे वो तो ठीक से बात कीजिए। नहीं पहले मना कर रहा था।
मैं ठीक से बात कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे।
मत करो रिकॉर्डिंग, आप खुद करने लगे।
आप हमें अच्छी बात नहीं बताएंगे।
नहीं
आप हमें अच्छी बात नहीं बताएंगे। मुझे मालूम है।
रिकॉर्डिंग है। हम तो मना करी थी रिकॉर्डिंग की। आप काम नहीं करने दे रहे पुलिस को।
दरवाजे पे नॉक किया गया और पूछा गया भाई एक रात में कितना लोगे? तो 10,000 की डिमांड आई। फिर मैंने कहा ये तो अंदर सब बैठे, सबको पकड़ लो, सर्च करो, पकड़ो इनको, ले चलो, और क्या प्रूफ चाहिए?
While the police say they can only conduct a raid without warrant when a case is already registered,
मैं आपको एक बात बताना चाहूंगा, दिल्ली पुलिस जो है दिल्ली की सुरक्षा करने के लिए पूरी रूप से सक्षम है।
Arvind Kejriwal came up with another shocker.
He is only demanding that drug and sex racket is going on. अगर आप drug और sex racketeers के यहीं से तो रेप शुरू होते हैं सर। रेप की टेंडेंसीज तो यहीं से शुरू होती हैं।
Still very young, but the AAP government in Delhi is already mired in controversy and saddled with rebellion.
अरविंद भाई से मैं टिकट मांगने गया, उन्हें मुझे कैसे मना कर दिया? उनको किसने अधिकार दिया मना करने का? क्या मतलब आप तानाशाह हो गए? सारे फैसले स्वयं करते हैं?
ये स्पीच में लगभग वो सारे मुद्दे थे जो विपक्ष के नेता हर्षवर्धन जी ने सदन में उठाए थे, और पॉलिटिकल अफेयर्स कमेटी इस पर मिलेगी और इसके बारे में एक डिसिप्लिनरी प्रोसीडिंग स्टार्ट करेगी।
Are these growing pains of self-destruction within the Aam Aadmi Party at a time when the party has big plans for the Lok Sabha elections? Their hold on the only state that they have so far seems to be under threat. With Sonal Mehrotra in New Delhi, Tanima Biswas for NDTV.
So is the Aam Aadmi Party in a sense in self-destruct mode? That's what we're looking at this evening. Joining our panel is Captain G.R. Gopinath, who is now with the Aam Aadmi Party. Captain, you've been waiting for a long time. I'll ask you to wait for a little bit more time. I want to go across to Ashutosh. Ashutosh, there was a statement today by Arvind Kejriwal where he defended your Law Minister Somnath Bharti. And Arvind Kejriwal said, rape starts with prostitution and drug peddling. He was talking about a situation in Somnath Bharti's area, his mohalla. How does rape start with prostitution and drug peddling? What kind of statement is that?
See, Vishnu, if you want to see the story, entire story with a narrow mindset, I think there will be problem in understanding the whole issue at all. It is not a question of what statement Arvind Kejriwal has made. The question is what the police is doing in this city. The city which should be very, very secure for the women. Here is a police which is not doing anything. When the minister himself has to go to the places, has to ask police to raid, and the policemen are running away. That is the big story of the day. If you are missing that story and just want to just see the one part of the story, I think you are missing the whole story.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you, Ashutosh. So I just ask you, was that statement wrong?
Yeah.
Did that slip out? Did he make that statement, that one statement? Because these are sensitive, very sensitive issues. If it's a mistake, it's a mistake, it's one thing. But does he stand by that statement that rape starts with prostitution and drug peddling? You know, we just had this horrific rape day before yesterday.
See, Vishnu, the bigger story is, don't miss the big story.
We are not missing it. I'm discussing it with you next.
Are the police roaming around in the city for the security of the women or not? That's a big question. If you're missing the big question, here is the case, the situation in Delhi is that the minister has to go and raid. Minister has to tell policemen, the senior police officers, you know what has happened? When the minister got to know about this, he has taken the PCR within. The PCR policeman ran away. The inspector came, he ran away. And then it is the local volunteers of the AAP party which has gone and tried to do something over there. And then the policeman came. If that is the situation of police and security in the state capital, what can you expect from the police?
Okay, Kiran Bedi, speak to us as a former police officer. One of the demands which was made by Somnath Bharti is that the police go ahead and without having an investigation warrant, right, a search warrant, go ahead and investigate these women. Apparently all of them were, if not prostitutes, then drug peddlers. And this is what a minister on the spot tells the police, you go do that. Is that right?
Vishnu, there's a difference between activism and governance. I think what Bharti's remained is an activist. He forgot that he's a part of the government now. It's not a question of doing, it's learning to get it done. If he had the right information, he should have had the skill to get it done rather than get involved in it directly. I think that is what is happening with this government today. It is still on the activist mode. It's not switched on to governance mode. And which is why it's making errors as activists. And it's losing its plot. The problem is that they have no governance experience, which comes only with time. But here, people are not going to willingly to take errors because they have not elected them for errors to run it by trial and error. They cannot be on a learner's driver license. They want them to be running upstream because, Vishnu, they are the ones who've been setting deadlines.
So,
they said 4 days, they said 7 days,
okay.
They said 10 days. They need not have done that.
Okay. Captain Gopinath, you've just recently joined the Aam Aadmi Party. Is it your concern that this is a party that doesn't really know about governance? A lot of their policies, for example, foreign direct investment, that's been your specific concern. It doesn't make economic sense to a lot of people, perhaps not even to you. Have you joined a party which knows how to be an activist but doesn't know how to govern?
No, the first thing I want to say is that, like many people, you know, I admired, you know, there are a bunch of very courageous guys. They changed the nature of politics in this country. They were part of the Anna movement. I used to meet them when they used to come to Bangalore. I took part in the Anna movement. I also used to meet Kiran Bedi in those days. I admired them. But having said that, I also wanted to give my opinion because I thought I'll be doing a disservice if I don't disagree with the AAP. I'll be doing disservice to the country as well as you know, the leaders of the party if I do not disagree. Because disagreeing is not rebellion, it is giving my view, and I had to have the courage to say that. And the point I was making was that here was in particular,
carry on,
that I think you know, the point I made was that these people are new. There's nothing wrong in admitting they are new. They should step back a little bit and you know, get their act together, focus on Delhi, and gradually scale up to the national level instead of, you know, going for all the 400 seats. This is my personal opinion. They should have probably thought of, you know, taking about 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 seats and focus on Delhi, because Delhi is where you have got an opportunity now to demonstrate. And they came on the plank of corruption, which is very, very important. That is the plank of Anna, which was gifted to us. We should all be grateful to Anna in the first place, and to Kejriwal and others like Kiran Bedi.
Yes.
But the plank was corruption and good governance and systemic changes. So even this police case, what you require are larger police reforms and understanding, you know how the governance works. Instead of doing any kind of a knee-jerk
reaction. Okay, so Ashutosh, why don't you answer some of those points?
One second.
Yes,
on the economic policy,
Vishnu,
and the economic
Vishnu,
policy, what I said was,
I don't want to fight with Captain Gopinath because Gopinath is now a colleague to us. But I just want to know that Captain Gopinath has read the party manifesto, has read the vision document, has he read the party constitution? If he has read those, he wouldn't have raised this question, because these things are very, very clearly mentioned in the party manifesto and the vision document. We have said in our manifesto and the vision document that we are not against any kind of, we are not against FDI as such, but we are against FDI in the retail sector. It is written. So before becoming the member of the party, Captain Gopinath should have read all this, and then he would have decided to become the member of the party. Unfortunately, he has not done that.
Do you regret that he's joined the Aam Party?
Is saying my sympathy.
Ashutosh, do you regret that he's joined the Aam Party?
No, I have no regret. I'm saying today in the press conference also, I said that anybody who wants to join Aam Aadmi Party should read first the party manifesto, should read first the vision document, should read the party constitution.
So Captain Gopinath,
and on the basis of that, they should form an opinion. They should form an opinion, and if they agree to those opinions, if they believe in those opinions, if they trust in those opinions, they should become the member of the party. It's not, it doesn't do any service to the party as well as the person concerned if without reading, if they're just becoming the member and passing the statements.
Okay, Captain Gopinath, briefly answer that.
Captain Gopinath,
why have you joined the Aam Aadmi Party if you're going to criticize them on national television?
No, I have not read the entire manifesto.
Captain Gopinath, may I ask you, have you read manifesto and the vision document?
I have not.
That's a problem. That's why I'm saying if you are,
I admit that. But having said that,
sir, with all due respect, I want to say, I want to tell you, sir, with the due respect, I want to tell you, sir, that how can you become member of the party without reading its vision document, without understanding the policy matters of the party, without understanding the philosophy of the party? Since you have not read, that is why you are making these mistakes. We very clearly said in our policy documents that we are not against FDI as such. What we are against is, we are against FDI in retail sector. Anybody who has read it, you would have decided earlier whether you want to join the party or not. It's not done.
Can I respond, Ashutosh? I fully agree with you.
Yeah,
I mean,
please go ahead, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
What I'm trying to say is, even if I have not read like millions of people who have voted, all that I am saying is that any of these kind of statements that we are making on the policy issues, I'm saying step back a little bit, come out with a very measured document on the economic policy, fiscal policy, monetary policy, of which FDI is one, along with the defense policy, and you don't have to rush with shoot from the hip. All that I'm saying is take a step back, because the message you are sending to the countries who are already invested is that India doesn't have it. One second, let me finish. Let me finish, Ashutosh.
Sir, I'm sorry to tell you, sir. I'm sorry to tell you, sir.
Don't interrupt.
No, I'm not interrupting. I'm not interrupting, sir.
Let me finish now. Why don't you let me finish?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
All that I'm saying is,
please go ahead.
All that I'm saying is, you need you can consider it, and you have a right not to consider it. You have a right not to consider it. I'm only giving an opinion which I think, which is an opinion I'm giving based on the feedback I'm getting from the friends and well-wishers and supporters. You got a lot of well-wishers, a lot of supporters. Other day, Lord Meghannath Desai is a great admirer. Chetan Bhagat is a great admirer. He's working with the party. All of them are saying.
Okay, look, Ashutosh.
Somebody will think.
Okay, very briefly, Ashutosh, because the other panelists are watching this rather aghast.
Vishnu, let me just make a small statement. My small statement is very simple. I'll request to the Captain Gopinath and all other people who are becoming the member of the party, there is a party forum. If they have any difference of opinion, if they want to give any advice, please give on the party forum, not on the national television channels, not on the print and the newspapers. Because if you make these statements open, the people will come back and say, Aap is looting the plot. There is a difference of opinion. Unfortunately, people do not know that without reading the party manifesto, without reading the vision document, without reading the party constitution, if somebody is making a statement, they are committing a mistake. Please, if you don't believe in the policies of the party, please don't join. If you believe in, please join. And even after joining, if you have certain difference of opinion, please air those difference of opinions on the party forum.
All right.
Party will listen to you, party will understand, party will discuss, and party will get back to you. Well, it's very simple.
Well, that's how the Aam Aadmi Party deals with dissidents, Dr. Swami. There's something that needs to be praised in that process.
No, I'm sorry, Vishnu.
It's completely transparent.
Vishnu, I'm sorry. No, Vishnu, I'm sorry. It's not a question of dissidence. On air, Captain Gopinath admitted that he has not read the policy documents of the party. Somebody who has not read the policy document, without reading, without understanding the philosophy of the party, if somebody is becoming a member, I think that speaks.
Okay, all right, both of you, one moment. I need to get Dr. Swami, then Dr. Bedi, and Sanjay Jha is watching on. Dr. Swami, go ahead, Dr. Swami. Yes.
First of all, I like to say that whatever members have to read or not, ministers who have taken oath of office have to read the Constitution, and Article 77 provides for the framing of what is called as the transaction business rules.
Right.
That prescribes that no minister can go and directly talk to any department. He must talk to the secretary of that department. Now, what we witnessed today is the law minister, which is not even his department. He is instructing the police to do something which is against the law, which is go and conduct a search without a warrant, without doing it. His proper thing should have been to go to the chief secretary of the administration and say, I want this house to be raided and please do the necessary thing. That's the way constitutional democracy works. But this is anarchy. What we are witnessing today is that Aam Party is working towards anarchy. Everything they are doing. They have named the girl who was raped 2 days ago, which is totally against the law. So I think therefore either they are illiterates as far as Constitution is concerned, or they are by ideological inclination out to create anarchy in the system.